Welcome to Sevan with Evan, the show where I talk about whatever I want. I can do that because it's my show. First up, if you remember last episode, Colin and I visited Fan Expo. Previously on Sevan with Evan.
That's the best sideburns I've ever seen in my life. Look at them just flying through the autographs.
You look angry.
I am angry.
Angry that you have to poo?
Yes.
And then I got this picture. So this time I thought I'd talk a little bit about some of the stuff I got there. Like this Fan Expo exclusive Toy Story sketch cover. Actually, it looks like it was exclusive to Comic-Con, which I didn't go to, but they had them at Fan Expo, so I got one. But exclusive to Fan Expo, so they claim, was this Muppet sketch cover. Basically, both sketch covers were plain white, and then the artist was in attendance to sketch them. Hence, sketch cover. It's the Muppet Show comic book, with our very special sketch cover from Fan Expo! Yay! On today's show, the convention circuit. I take a look at some of the conventions I've attended in the past, and look to the future. First up, those aren't the droids you're looking for at the 80s Toy Expo, where I had a chance to talk to Star Wars' most famous sand trooper, Mr. Anthony Forrest. Your line in the movie, is that actually you, or was it dubbed in by somebody else later?
I did the guidelines, which is what you have to do. Otherwise, you don't know. In terms of so, you do the lines because it's hard to hear anything through those helmets. Nothing comes clear, so you do the lines as you would play them with the helmet, and then you take the helmet off and you do the scenes again, so that they can have guide tracks to work from. And then so it becomes a mixture of the work that you do and the work that they do back in the studios when they're doing post-production work in order to sweeten and clean things up. These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Yo, Joe! Last year's Action Figure Expo saw Sergeant Slaughter attend, but we ran into a bit of trouble when Cobra Commander showed up.
Please resist the urge to jump up and throttle me. Yeah. I'm still really hurt from last time. I don't know if you could tell.
I'd love to put the Cobra clutch on you.
No.
Yeah!
Do it! This is what I tried to get into Hasbro's mind, was to put a Cobra Commander and the Sarge in appearances together, where we could do this type of verbal back and forth and end up having a match. Actually you could go to Walmart. You could actually go to Walmart and have it set up where you could have an actual battle where we chase each other through the stores and knock over stuff. I thought it would have been a great. People have been like horrified. But thank you so much for coming in character and Sarge.
Sarge, can you push that out, Cobra?
Sarge, put the Cobra clutch on him, Sarge. There we go. All right. All right. Yo, Joe.
And this year's Action Figure Expo is just around the corner, a few days away, Saturday, October 9th. And the fine folks there are accepting toy donations for this holiday season to help out the less fortunate. For more information, check out actionfigureexpo.com. And for the last segment on today's show, let's take a look at my seldom seen interview from TFcon Toronto, where I have the pleasure, or maybe it's displeasure, of meeting none other than Ed the Sock.
Anyway, why am I here? I ask myself that every moment that I walked around here. But I've been to science fiction conventions and comic book conventions and Dungeons and Dragons conventions, and I thought, well, what haven't I been to? So let me complete my tour of hell, and I'd come out to the Transformers convention.
Now earlier I overheard you saying that the Transformers fans smell better than Dungeons and Dragons. Is this correct?
Oh, well, there's very little that smells worse than Dungeons and Dragons fans. Get a bunch of those gamers into a room, they sit there sweating all day, rolling the dice. Gets pretty gamey. The ventilation was much better this time around. Apparently, Transformers fans have a little bit more of a life than gamers.
Excellent. Now, how would you rate your overall convention experience today?
Well, I didn't get laid, so that right away is in the negative integers. But I didn't have a bunch of people drooling on me and asking me dumb questions, so that helps to balance it out. And there were some pretty cool toys as well. Now, of course, there's always one table that has stuff that has nothing to do with the convention whatsoever. I'm still not sure what the NFL figures we're doing on that table. But, you know, without that, it's not really a convention, is it? There's always somebody who doesn't quite get what they're here for.
That is very true. You want to go to the White Shot?
Yeah, go to the Wide Shot. What does he care?
The upcoming Transformers movie, can we expect to see you at any premieres?
Well, I haven't been invited to any yet. It's Canadian show business, so they don't actually have premieres where they invite anybody. If you're in Canadian show business, the best way to get in to see a movie opening night is to buy a ticket. And will I be there? I don't know. The promos look pretty cool. And I actually think that I might enjoy the movie better than the cartoon. There's something stupid about the cartoon. They're a bunch of trucks from another planet. But the movie just seems to make it work a little bit better for me. Plus, I saw that commercial for that car company. With that car that was dancing turned into like a transformer. That kind of sold me.
Oh, yes, I know the one you're speaking of. Don Murphy, the producer, was talking about that last year.
Oh, Don Murphy, the producer. He's spoken to Don Murphy, the producer. Well,
well, yeah, you're just cutting me up. I think I should end this while I still have some dignity left.
Well, that would have been about 5 minutes ago.
That's unfortunate again for me.
Yeah, making it better for me. I'm leaving.
And now you just walked away, so you may as well cut. This is going terrible.
And for you lucky viewers who own a copy of the TFcon 2007 DVD, the Ed the Sock interview is on there in its entirety as an Easter egg. If you haven't found it yet, have a look. And if you don't own it, well, buy one. Shameless self-promotion! At TFcon 2011, which has been announced for July 30th and 31st at a new location. So for all the details, check out tfcon.ca.